To NWA Prepper here. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about, well, I'm going to talk to you about concealed carry. It's a big deal here in Arkansas with the 746 law, or Act 736, about open carry versus concealed carry. And I thought I'd start out by saying that my personal preference is to conceal carry. I have a license, and and the reason I like that is because in my belief, if there's a criminal and he comes in and he sees, there's a guy with a gun on his side, yes, it may deter him. Absolutely, I'm not arguing that. But it has an equal chance in my mind that he may go, oh, well, there's somebody with a firearm, and he may hurt me before I can pay attention, or he may shoot at me or do other things, and I don't want that to happen. Where if it's concealed, unless he's very observant, then I have the upper hand, and when he goes to do something, then I can respond, and I can protect myself or my family or the people around me. Now, to do that, their firearms are like, like eyeballs. Everybody has their own, and they're all different. But my choice is a Glock, and I have two of them beside me. Both of them are empty, completely empty. No magazines are here. They're both, anyway, they're both completely empty. No options here. I have a full size, or the Glock 17, which I better look. Right here's the Glock 17. Again, it's empty. Full size Glock, 9mm, 17 rounds in the magazine. I really like this firearm. This is the one that I carry when I'm at the range, or when I'm out in the woods, or in a bag. I've shown you my everyday carry bag before, and this is the one that I carry for that. 9mm, I do like that. And then when I am not, or everywhere else, except for currently, I carry a Glock 23, which is a 40 cal, which is a little bit smaller. You can see one smaller than the other. Makes a big difference to me, but this is the Glock that I prefer, the size that I prefer. And I own it, and so I'm using 40. I know a lot of people are like, oh, 40, get a real gun, get a 45. The advantages of both. Well, in my home, I try to limit the types of ammunition that I have. And being one of these is a 9mm and one of them is a 40 cal, or Smith & Wesson 40. The one way that I can do that is I have a conversion barrel here. And this is a Lone Wolf brand barrel that it takes my 40 caliber down to let it shoot 9mm ammunition. Now, the magazines fit, and it will feed just fine once I change that barrel out. And changing a Glock barrel's really easy. There's a ton of videos, and I may do one about it too. But I really like the conversion barrel. You can see it's really thick on the ends. Is because if I run out of 40 caliber ammunition, then I can just put in that barrel, and then I can start shooting 9mm ammunition. So it's good. But to conceal carry, the full size is a little bit bigger, and so it's a little bit harder to conceal. A little bit taller. I wear it on the side or in the small of the back sometimes, but it's just a little bit harder to conceal than others. Now, other reasons that I choose to conceal carry is where I live, there may be people who are uncomfortable around firearms. And I don't want to make those around me uncomfortable. I don't care. I won't hesitate to tell them I'm carrying a firearm. Or if they have a question and we're not in the public, I'll clear the weapon and let them see it. But my main goal is, if somebody doesn't see it, then I can be protected and I can have a sense of security for myself. Of course, that doesn't apply when, there's restrictions here in Arkansas on where you can go with a concealed carry permit. And that's all right. I try to obey by those. And then, of course, businesses have the option of putting up a sign that says no firearms or no concealed carry, and that's their choice too. I choose, as a general rule, not to go to those establishments. I don't like to be in gun-free zones because I don't believe that criminals obey those. They're already breaking the law. What does it matter to them, whether or not they're legal or not? But if I go somewhere legal where I can carry legally with my license or my permit, then I can protect myself and I can feel comfortable. And they're both sides of the fence. I have some friends that don't like firearms at all in any cases, and I have some that only for defense at your home, both of which are great. But I do choose, back to the subject I guess, I do choose the compact Glock, the compact size. Now this is not the subcompact. That one's even smaller than this one. And I don't know. I guess because I have a big hand and I get a good grip on this particular size, that I choose the compact Glock to carry. And having the option of shooting 40 caliber out of it or 9mm makes it much more user friendly or usable in my grand scheme of survival or preparedness. What kind of firearms do you guys prepare with? Do you have handguns? Do you just have long guns? What kind of a mix? Hopefully this video gets you thinking a little bit about how you can carry one. And I actually carry mine in one of two ways. Sorry for not being ready. I carry it in two ways. I have just a standard pouch clip holster that I carry when I'm out in range, or normally I store it in a bag. If the bag that I have doesn't have a concealed carry holster in it, then I just use this real flexible, lightweight holster to hold it in. But on a day-to-day basis, I use this style here. It's an inside the pants, your shirt goes over it, it's completely tuckable. I use this style holster, and the great thing about that is with either of these, here's the full size, it locks in place perfectly safe. And and the one that I usually carry, they both fit in the same holster. So really it's whatever mood that I'm in, I can use whichever one that I want. And I like that interchangeability. That's why I go with Glock. A lot of people around here, a lot of law enforcement around here, all utilize Glocks, and so I like the availability of parts and options. What kind of ammo are you prepping with? Multiple calibers, rifle versus pistol, and how are you going to conceal them to protect yourself? Thanks for watching. I'd love you to subscribe. We've also got connected with AdventureFrontier.com. They've got some great product lines that we're going to be working with them a lot, and then we're getting ready for some guest speakers. All right, comment, let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd like to see later. 4th of July was this weekend. Some leftover fireworks, if you heard that. But give some comments and give some feedback so we can grow the channel and grow it into something exciting. Thanks for watching.